So it's just going to be, it's interesting to see how each coach handles it.
Well, New South Wales get us underway through Tana Edmed, and it's the ACT. Kick the ball long. That's taken and kept inside field by Seb Strang, and here's a barnstorming run from New South Wales 1 already. Throws the ball on the inside to Reimer. Does well to stick hold of it. ACT under a bit of pressure early as New South Wales go out to the left. They've got some space out here, some flat passes though, and met well by the defence. Strang gets it into the middle of the field, towards his forwards. Goes again to Williams. Williams steps off his left, goes into contact. Strang calls to the ball, gets it to Edmund, throws the ball on the inside to Bell. 2 Angus Bells here at this championship, and a little knock on. Great pressure by the defence there, Alan.
Yeah, it's. I mean, they're renowned for it. Last year they were the same, ACT. Probably, in a sense, I'm not being derogatory here, but not the most brilliant side, but a side that worked very hard for each other. Won the premiership, won the competition last year, and displayed the same sort of characteristics against Queensland too on Sunday. They were dominated in the first half on Sunday. I mean, Queensland were attacking in their 22 for probably 15-20 minutes, but they held out and finished up leading 7-0 half time, I think it was.
Yeah, dogged defence, certainly the mark of this ACT side, as the ball's fed into the scrum by Joel Atkins, and he goes to the left and kicked long. Taking it up the back is John Connolly. He kicks it low through the line of defence. Taken over. Jimenez was here at last year's championship with a long kick, just needed the bounce to hook a right turn. Edmed returns the favour. Jimenez. ACT move it into the middle of the field. A big one fended, boom, into contact was Dritty. The ACT forward scramble to get it, may have been stolen, but comes slowly for the men from the nation's capital. Just a couple metres in from touch on this short side of the field. Good rush-up defence from New South Wales. Atkins moves it to the right to Crow. Moves it into the middle of the field. Keane with the kick. A little step and throws it to no one. Has to go back and get it, does Strang. And it's a bit of a dog's breakfast down there, and it's referees will pull it back for the knock on. So it'll be a New South Wales feed. And just sizing each other up at the moment, Alan. Neither team establishing clear dominance.
No, not at the moment. It's just, yeah, it is that thing what you just said. It's a matter of just sizing each other up. They'll both play themselves into the game as it goes on. Work out where they're going to attack each other.
So a scrum. About 25 metres out from New South Wales goal line. Fed by Strang. And penalty to New South Wales. Pushing inwards. So New South Wales now with the opportunity to get out of their own half. Redmond, we saw how well he can kick. And then from Trinity College in Sydney's inner west, Summerhill.
Played extremely well on Sunday. Middle it was against, as I said, a disappointing Victorian side, but did take the game to the line and just generally played well. Worked very well with Joey Walton, who played 12 in that game, but moved to 13 for this game.
And ACT again managed to force a mistake on New South Wales, and a slight break through the line by Crow. Brought to ground, just on halfway. They go to the left. Can take the defence head on, does Jimenez, and he does so. The ball's come out. It may have been stolen by New South Wales. As so. So now Strang with a little show and go. Just off the edge of the ruck. Move the ball in the middle of the field. Attempted jackal there, but couldn't be stolen. As Strang throws the ball back, and had to rescue that was Connolly. And a penalty again to New South Wales. quite see the ruling on that one. 0-0 the score after 4.5 minutes. Just waiting for a ball from the ball boys, and plenty of volunteer ball boys here across the championship, giving up some time in the school holidays as that ball's not out. And the ACT make New South Wales pay for the error. So William McLennan to throw this in for New South Wales. Oh, almost a balk there, you could argue, but got the ball in. Edmund gives the ball on. New South Wales get over halfway. Strong counter-ruck. Strang has to bounce it to himself off the ricochet. ACT just frustrating New South Wales with their consistent defence. Good low chop tackle from Kingma. Oh, and it's bounced off a New South Wales player and grabbed the ball from an offside position. So the ACT with their towels up.
Yeah, putting enormous pressure on the New South Wales boys. So the New South Wales boys have got to settle down and understand how they need to attack this defence. They just can't go backwards. They've got to come forward and attack the defence.
So they kick deep for the corner, now inside the 22. So the first real proper offensive opportunity for young men from Canberra. Oh, not straight and a knock on. So an error there from Oliver Ifakapidis. So a scrum now to New South Wales. Oliver Ifakapidis. The ACT bench just providing some insights. As New South Wales feed the ball in. They look to clear their lines. They'll kick long. An excellent kick there by the ACT to clear the pressure. So the line out now to New South Wales. William McLennan again. New South Wales forwards coming in slowly, bit of miscommunication about the amount of jumpers. Go to the back pod and contested in the air, but it's going to come down favourably for New South Wales. Strain goes hunting for it. Goes left. Edmund with a very flat pass. Strain under pressure again. And they force the knock on Strain. So, have another scrum.
As expected, ACT are competing very, very strongly at the breakdown area and putting enormous pressure on New South Wales. New South Wales have to get a lot better there. They've got to be much quicker to the breakdown and much more effective than what they are at the present time.
So 8 minutes gone in this match. Still 0-0 between these two sides. The ACT, the Giants killers last year, and the Giants themselves. As that breeze hits across Sydney and certainly rips through where we're sitting in the shade at the moment, Al.
Yeah, she's a bit cool here at the present time, but then again, I've gone through a fair bit of that in the last 6 months, so I'm used to it.
Just returning from stint at Northampton Saints, which I'm sure...
And I've got to say, I'm glad to be back.
Well, who could stay away from the Central Coast for that long as the ACT kicked the ball through the line. It's Crow. Sent it down with a bit of interest, and John Connolly under pressure. He finds touch, but didn't get the meters he would have wanted. The ACT take that comfortably. That's much better after that previous attempt to Crow with a long looping pass. He gives that to Junior Tupou. The ball's been spilled out and a little knock on there from New South Wales. The referee spotted he has both ways. It'll be a scrum to the men in blue. Do you get sunny days like this in the middle of winter in Northampton?
No, it did. It was pretty cool, however. I mean, had a fair bit of snow.
Oh, really?
I had a lot of snow over in England, Ireland, during the winter, down to -7 in the Midlands. But I say that's a bit too cool for me.
That's fair enough.
We train on snow quite often, actually.
Yeah, right.
For a period of about 2 or 3 months.
2 or 3 months training on snow.
Yeah, she was cool.
What do they do on game day? Do they sweep the snow off, or?
This year they got the supporters came in and actually worked all through the night to make sure we could play on Saturday. So they've got very good support base in Northampton. And the players, you wouldn't think so, but to me the players should over support base a hell of a lot because they supported them in pretty bad times this year. But I don't think much is given in return.
So line out to the ACT, 40 metres out from their own goal line. Big Oliver, throw the ball in. Go to the front pod, well taken by the ACT, and they move the ball through Atkins. He gets the ball out into his backs, and a big looping play by Driddy. Now a bit of space here on that far right-hand side of the field as Toole kicks through. Just needs the bounce to sit up. Can he get it? He can! A fantastic try to Brendan Jimenez. What a sensational passage of play from the ACT, and they will score the first try of day 2 at this championship. ACT 5, New South Wales 1. And Alan, what did you think of that?
Yeah, he's a very, very skillful player. He played in this tournament last year and was one of the stars for ACT. Jimenez. He's a very talented player, got a lot of flair about the way he plays. He didn't do the kick, but he's got plenty of pace, as you can see.
Just timed his run perfectly to make sure that he was onside, as we see in this replay, and grounds the ball with the New South Wales cover defence coming through. So New South Wales be frustrated they weren't the first to register points in this match, but fortune favoured the brave with the ACT's actions as we wait for Jimenez to attempt to make his own conversion. One of the great stitch-up artists who said last year he could only speak in Spanish to our reporters who went up to him after the game and spoke a few lines of Spanish. I'm told his English is quite good.
Good sense of humour. He's a very good player. Got a lot going for him, very creative.
He's brought that round, has he? He has. So ACT 7, they lead New South Wales 1, yet to score here in this round 2 challenge of Australian schools. 12 minutes gone, and a reminder, it is 60-minute matches, so 30-minute halves, to accommodate obviously for the recovery time players require and the tough nature of this championship, which we expect from Australia's next generation of elite rugby players. Pick and go from the ACT. Looking to clear their lines. Jimenez kicks over the top. Taken by Edmund. Oh, he drops it back. Almost looked to drop kick it back, but regathers. Now here's a big run from Moretti. Luca Moretti. He's trying up there at scrum half. There he is. He's merged. Goes the short side. Not his best pass, and wasn't taken by Matthew Dutalis. Just needed that ball in front of the player. Dutalis couldn't account for it quickly enough. It's the ACT. Throw it in, and it's been stolen by New South Wales, but the bounce comes down good for the men in blue. So the line-out proving to be a little bit of an issue for the ACT as Strang gets another crack on that left-hand side and gives it to Bell. Brushes the tackler away. Pass again. Just not finding the man in the right spot. McLennan recovered. Edmund to go short, but throws up the back and slicing through the line. Much better, and back on the inside to Strang. You say, oh, flick pass! And that'll be a sensational try to Charlie Sabler. That flick pass on the inside from Strang brings the scores to 7-5, kick to come.
So New South Wales very quickly replied to the...
What'd you make of that, Alan?
No, it's a very good try. They worked very hard for that try. Once the ball went to hand, it was a good play out the back. It's an excellent skill level.
Flick pass with the tackler coming across, another second, and Jimenez would have had his man, but a good offload. Edmund looked to add the extras.
I think New South Wales have got to back themselves a bit more at the present time. I mean, they have the ability of doing that. They've got a lot of skill level in this back line, and they've got a very strong forward pack. But ACT are competing exceedingly well at the present time and putting a lot of pressure on them. You know, as I said, it was ACT's. It was a string in their bow last year, and it was again on Sunday when they played Queensland too. But they do compete. They do make the ball very difficult for the opposition.
Edmund adds the extras, so it's 7 apiece here in this clash between New South Wales 1 and the ACT. And if you've just joined us live on Rugby.com.au, welcome. Thank you very much for joining us here, part of our broadcast arm of Rugby.com.au. We're very proud to bring you all the tournaments we do across the year, including this championship, the Aon University Sevens, National Sevens Championship, and the National Under-16s Final, which will be held in Queensland later this year. We're listening to the thoughts of Alan Gaffney, my co-commentator, has coached all around the world, including with Ireland, Australia, Randwick, Northampton, New South Wales. I'm sure I'm missing a few.
Yeah, a couple.
That's just off the top of my head. Is the ACT kick deep? Has it gone out in the full? No, it hasn't. John Connolly kicks it back with a bit of interest. Jimenez goes up through the middle. Oh, with the perfect bounce. He can make the ball land on a dime on this pitch. Bit of confusion about who was throwing the ball in. McLennan had rights to it, gets the ball. Oh, straight into the front. Strang finds his fly half. Moving the ball long. Will Harris with the offload to Moretti. This is better from New South Wales. Reimer with the pass out wide. The cover defence won't be able to catch him. Matthew Tutalius. And he scores. New South Wales strike again within a matter of minutes.
So a fine break in the most try.
And that's
to number 11, the left winger.
a bit of a statement.
Yeah, they're using the back rowers up this short line. They're using the back rowers very effectively in the midfield and punching and making a lot of space with Moretti. It was a great offload through there, and obviously very good support play. And Matthew Detalis has got a lot of pace on that left wing, and just much too quick for the ACT opposition.
He knows this ground very well, being a student here at St Ignatius College, so he knows every divot in this ground. Not that I owe money, the groundsman's done a fantastic job. Obviously, this school competing in the GPS competition in Sydney. There was also the cross-division competition earlier this season that New South Wales Rugby brought in, with schools from across ISA, CAS and GPS playing schools of different capacities.
Strike right here. Converted again.
So converted that score, so that's 14 points to 7. New South Wales have pulled away a little bit as we cross over the 20-minute mark in this match. It's the ACT restart. And the ball's sent back with a little bit of interest. On this left-hand side, again finds touch. So the ACT using their aerial bombardment turn New South Wales around at the moment, get a bit of territory. New South Wales with the ball though. William McLennan. Up to the back pod and Strang, no pressure on him. Moves the ball on. ACT a bit slow to move up in defence on that occasion. Edmund. Moves the ball on. Joey Walton. Edmund kicks high. Putting his opposite number under a bit of pressure. He can't hold the ball, but goes backwards. Oh, it throws the ball. This is dangerous. Almost an intercept, and New South Wales have come away with it, but a knock-on by Blue is the referee's call. So ACT get out of trouble there. That was probably not the best percentage play.
It was a fairly ordinary option, that one. Very low percentage play. It's a coach killer, that one.
And coach of New South Wales won, Lachlan White. Assisted by Matt Crawford. It looks like the ACT making a couple of early changes. To inject some fresh legs into the play. Apensia Dritti just leaving the field, joining the bench. Just a few metres from where we are. Atkins goes to the right. Kick high by Keane. Connolly slips, goes into contact. Strang goes to the right. A little flick on the inside by Joey Walton, one of the talented players from this side, and long looping pass over the top. The ACT cover defence moves across. Strang hunting for it, goes to the right again. He gives it to Bell. A little pick and go from New South Wales, just pinching an extra few metres. Strang. Finds Bell again. Good low chop tackle. Brings the big man to the ground quickly. Edmund can offload it. Met by Mickelson. Walton with a kick through. Again, Jimenez under pressure. Gets his way out of trouble. Manages to pinch an extra 15 metres and gets the offload away. Brilliant work there by the ACT fullback. They go to the right. Perrin. Walton. But Keane kicks the ball through. Well met and wrapped up by the ACT. New South Wales about 40 metres out from their own line. They go the short side. Basketball pass the ball back in field. There's Jeremy Williams. Strong counter ruck here. New South Wales have secured the ball. No scrum half and penalty coming to New South Wales. Edmund kicks the ball through the line, knowing the advantage was his way. So New South Wales look to make we'll look to make the ACT pay for that mistake. Edmund kicks the ball through. So, bit of pressure now here on the ACT. Alan, they won't want to leak another try if they want to stay in this match.
Yeah, because that breeze is definitely favouring ACT at the present time. So, you know, if New South Wales happen to score in this last few minutes of this half, it'll make it a very, very difficult proposition in the second half for the ACT.
Already getting a couple extra metres from New South Wales 1 as men in blue just look like they've got the momentum at the moment.
Yeah, playing the game on the line a bit now, New South Wales, and using their back row very effectively.
And the coach killed them with that. Knock on. Commentator's curse, rather. That's what I meant. So a scrum. 24 minutes gone in this match. About to be crossing over the 25-minute mark. So 5 minutes left to play. It's New South Wales 1, 14, leading the ACT 7. Still plenty of action left to come in this match, and of course cross today as well. ACT need to play the ball down the other end of the field. They've been in their own half for a decent chunk of this match. Get that ball out very quickly. Jimenez again kicks through, looking for the bounce. Connolly throws a long looping pass, and Hammond in the tackle, and it's a knock on. That ball was regathered. That could have been a try. But excellent defence there by the ACT. Didn't quite see the man fly, and he flew in that quickly. I think it was Tio. Yes, the tackle. A bit of a spark there, Alan, to fire up the ACT.
Yeah, he's got them going this last few minutes of this half. You know, obviously, I don't think the option was probably all that bad, but the execution of the pass was in the air much too long, and it allowed the ACT defender to absolutely crunch the New South Wales player.
Crow, long looping pass up the back to Keane. Keane loses it. Goes into the hands of the New South Wales fullback Connolly. Just outside the 22 now. Edmund sees he doesn't have a lot of support play, so opts to kick, and there's no one at home, and it's the big Ollie who goes back to get it, throws the ball back on the inside. It's actually done quite well. Gives it to Haddad. The ball's coming very slowly for the ACT. New South Wales counter ruck is strong, putting pressure. Good hit from Harris. ACT just move the ball around the back. Got a bit of space. Jimenez throws it on that. Touched by a New South Wales player. Oh, close to the sideline and over into touch. Must have been one of the faintest of touches if New South Wales player did get the hand on the ball. Didn't change the ball's trajectory. McLennan gets this ball into the line out, taken by Tio. Tackled by Strang just outside the 22, so mistake when New South Wales going to put him under pressure as Crow loses the ball in contact. Comes good for New South Wales, I think. So New South Wales knock on, scrum to the ACT, right in front of the post, just outside the 22. Less than 3 minutes to go in the first half, Alan. Crucial for ACT to try and get some points here.
Yeah, I think it is. As I said, that breeze is, you know, it's not particularly strong, but it is definitely in the advantage of ACT at the present time. And you know, they're getting a lot of length off their kicks, whereas New South Wales aren't at this point in time. That'll change around, obviously, in the second half. So, yeah, it's a pretty critical time for ACT. And
the ball comes out.
They won that strike and kicked through by ACT. So
the ACT should have taken that scrum and put themselves under pressure to win this ball back. Tio went in there to attempt to steal it. A big fan coming from Mrs. Moretti. It's tackled, ball wrapped up from behind. Strang goes to the left. They just need to move the ball quickly. Stay patient. New South Wales have gone about 50 metres. ACT defence comes across. We know how good the ACT are at defending. Can they create something here as Edmund gets a strong hit on him? Walton, he gives it to Connolly. Connolly again. Ball looping pass out on this short side. It's going to be a foot race from Trix. Who, has he scored?
Yep.
He has. So Trix gets it down and scores just on the cusp of half-time to take the score. New South Wales 19, ACT 7, kick to come. And what about that effort, that passage of play from the New South Wales backs, Alan?
Yeah, some very good skill in that, Paddy. Yeah, they have got that ability, and they displayed that the other day, as I said, against a very disappointing Victorian team. But at the same time, there is a lot of skill level in this New South Wales backline. You know, and took their advantage here, shifted it, ball out the back. Edmed did well. Walton coming around the corner again. And Connolly, the young boy from Kings, is a particularly good player. I mean, he was player of the tournament last year in the 16s Australian Championships up at the TSS in Queensland. And he's got a bit of a future, John Connolly.
So a kick from the corner. You're probably not going to get a more difficult kick on this ground into that wind today. Beautiful images here, though. We're bringing it to you live on Rugby.com.au, thanks to our broadcast partner for this tournament, Double Take Sports. Kick is high and good, and has got the distance, so adding the extras, it's New South Wales 21. They lead the ACT 7 at half-time. It's going to be a bit of an uphill battle here for the ACT to get back into the second half, Alan.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for them. You know, I don't know whether, in fact, they've got a lot of creativity in their team. They're a very competitive team at the breakdown. They create a lot of pressure on New South Wales. You know, for the majority of that first half. But whether they've got the creativity to chase New South Wales down here, I'm not too sure. Obviously, it was a very good try they scored to run it from deep into their own territory and have a crack. But I think they're going to have to show a lot more of that in the second half if they get back into this game.
Absolutely, and New South Wales one just showing that experience at the moment. Certainly with that 3 tries they have scored have been strong.
Yeah, very strong. Very good back line. They're using their back row very, very effectively, or using their forwards very effectively in the middle of the pitch, particularly off set piece play. They're making a lot of territory, a lot of ground, and getting on front foot ball, which makes it a lot easier to play. So if they continue that, which I think they probably will, I hate to say it, but this could turn into a reasonable score.
Well, plenty of action coming up here in the second half of this match. It's currently New South Wales 1 leading ACT Schools 21-7, and of course plenty of action on for the rest of the day. Here at 11:30 we have Queensland Schools playing as well. Of course, matches at 1 o'clock, and then 2:30 New South Wales 2 with Western Australian Schools playing New South Wales Schools. Just going to have a quick cup of tea and we'll be back with all the second half in just a second. That Good morning again here from St Ignatius College Review. I hope you've stuck with us here live on Rugby.com.au. About to get underway with the second half of this match between ACT Schools and New South Wales I at the Australian Schools Championship. You're listening to myself, Patrick Folks, and the thoughts of Alan Gaffney. We're about to get underway with the second half. ACT chasing New South Wales on the scoreboard at the moment. Ball's kicked high. Taken deep inside New South Wales' half. Well met in contact as the ACT look to try and make their way out. Here goes New South Wales. That was Connolly. And a knock on.
Hit me. Come down.
Oh, hit the referee, so.
Okay. Time's off. Macca, yeah, hold that 5 minutes. Hey boys, yeah, can you chuck that on?
Luca.
And we've got some players down in the back here. Looks like it could be a serious injury, so certainly hope everyone's all right. So just we'll leave that for the moment as both teams to sort of get ready for the next passage of play. And a bit of a slowdown now. Alan, if you were coaching the ACT side, what would you have said of half-time to get the team back into the game?
Yeah, I think they've got to play with a bit more ball in hand. I mean, as I said, this wind's not all that strong, but at the same time, now they've shown a bit when they've actually run the ball. They kicked a fair bit of that ball in the first half to try and get territory, but it's now. I think they've really got to attack this New South Wales side. You know, I don't know whether in fact they've got the firepower in there to do that, but at least go out and give a crack. I mean, they did score a very good try early in that first half, and you know, maybe they have got it in them. So New South Wales have made a few changes in their back line. They've moved. Joey Walton, who was a 12, played 13 in the first half, has now moved back to inside centre, and Lachlan Ilias is on at 13. So effectively, I think it's nearly the back line that they played against Victoria, or started against Victoria the other day.
So looks like our ACT player is all good. He's leaving the field of play, but walking off, so that's a good sign.
No.
So
Come on.
referee just ready to get underway. So New South Wales, new scrum half, Lachlan Albert on the field.
Bind. Set.
Rory, gotta go.
Bring the ball up the back of the scrum. Albert, it's to Edmund. And back he goes, and a short ball. New South Wales gets some good meters. Albert to Connolly on this short side. Tallis flirting with the sideline, but stays in field. New South Wales getting over the advantage line at the moment. And again, that pressure on the scrum half from the ACT, creating headaches for New South Wales. Short ball from Bell. New South Wales move it along Connolly. He gets it on to Moretti. Strong counter ruck from the ACT, but Moretti goes in to rescue the situation. There's Lambert. Pinches a couple extra metres. 40 metres out from the goal line now, and a pick and go from the breakdown. It's good play there by Lambert. Short ball, Edmund touched a few hands there, and the options on for New South Wales, and they find the man. The cover defence comes across, intercepted by Jimenez, who kicks through. The flag goes up though. Just couldn't get it away in time. But good rescuing of the situation there by the ACT cover defence. Alex, that looked like it could be a try for all money.
Yeah, it did, very much so, Paddy. I mean, the lead-up work was very, very good, but just didn't quite go on with it.
Pollard. Throw the ball in for New South Wales. And the ball is landed off a New South Wales player, and the space is opened up for Lambert. Gets about 12 metres out from his line. And the ACT line now as New South Wales move the ball to the right through Edmund. He gives it to Walton. Pick and go again inside that side channel. Lambert, he gives it to Reimer. Albert goes to the right, he gives it to Bell. Doesn't mind doing the hard work up front. Another pick and go from New South Wales. Lambert for the line, just going to be held up. Push back over. Good effort to roll away there by the ACT player. Albert goes to the right, Edmund with the cutouts. Again, the ACT defence matches up. Penalty advantage coming for New South Wales though, the ball's out.
No advantage. 2 gold, offside. All good there.
So, offside player.
Offside.
Just under my understanding is you're not allowed to set it in the ruck and then pick the ball up from behind you. That's what they're doing every
Go for an
time.
onside position though. I'll have a look though.
But you can't set yourself
Thanks,
and then
Zane.
pick the ball up.
Thanks, Zane. Points. Points.
It's a bit of discussion there on the interpretation of the breakdown. So, Edmund looks to just add the extras and move the ball game out to 24-7. It has been an interesting battleground today, the breakdown, hasn't it, Alan?
Yeah, it has, and I think that's where New South Wales struggled for that first 20 minutes. ACT dominated that area of the game and slowed the New South Wales ball down, but in the last 10 minutes of the first half and the first 5 minutes of this half, you know, they've turned it around, New South Wales, and they're generating a lot quicker ball and subsequently putting a lot more pressure on the ACT.
So 24 points to 7.
I'll have a closer.
Sure, but they've been doing it all game. That's all.
Yeah.
Those guys don't happen if they don't do that.
34 minutes gone in this match. As we come up to the halfway line, just seeing some discussions there between the ACT skipper and the referee. Of course, plenty of referees here this weekend getting their opportunity. Pathway for them as the ball comes back for the ACT. Inside ball to John Menager. Go to the left. ACT just need to maintain possession at the moment and build some pressure on New South Wales. They haven't done that for a while, and they give it to their star fullback Jimenez, who offloads it to his winger, and then steps, darts, and weaves. Needs to stay inside the field of play, does Haddad, and does so. Atkins. ACT not finding the hands at the moment, but they've kept the ball. Keane bounces his way out of the one, gets the offload away, and round the back pass from Scott. Was lucky that ball went to hand. ACT Mickelson goes into contact. Tackle is the call though from the referee. John Menager, again the offload, and the ACT just looking to move the ball quickly. Keane playing advantage, I think, for offside.
No advantage. 3 blue, offside. Whereabouts?
Thomas Lambert,
Yeah.
offside.
3 blue.
take the scrum or you go for the line out here, Alan? Clearly they've opted for the line out.
Yeah,
Right option?
Yeah, I think it's probably the right option. The just line out hasn't been particularly effective so far, but just win the ball at the front and play from there.
$24 points to 7. 36 minutes gone in this match. Oh, not taken well, but I think it's come back for the ACT. It has. And that could have been done much better. Looking to just pick and drive their way through. Oh, and they've got an advantage as well. Penalty advantage coming. ACT go on that short right-hand side. They know they can be enterprising with the advantage coming their way. I'm just going to try and crush it over this line, centimetre by centimetre. Again, Thomas Lambert offside, second in a matter of minutes.
That three infringers out of the ruck, they've got to take a step, okay? No more down here. Yep.
No more. No more.
Angus Bell just taking a second to chat to his troops.
When they're holding the ball, can they go up?
Sorry?
When they've got their hand on the
Nah, ball has to be out.
So the ACT, another opportunity for the line out. Oliver Africapatis, throw the ball in, big Ollie. ACT looking to maul, they're heading towards the line. Just short at the moment, are they over? And scored the try. So a classic rolling maul option from the ACT that we see employed so well from just Canberra rugby in general. Brumbies use that tactic to a piece, and the young lads have used that to their advantage this morning to get themselves back into this match. And just the patience there, Alan.
Yeah, it was very, very, very well executed. I mean, as you said, the senior team at the Brumbies use that very, very effectively, and the 20s have done that now. The schoolboys have done that now. I mean, that was very, very well executed. Good try. Brings it back into the game.
Of course, plenty of these players, I'm sure we'll be seeing, no doubt, in the under-19s championship to be held for the first time later this year.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting in the 19s. You know, it should be there'll be some pretty handy players. And so, you know, looking obviously to the Junior World Cup next year in the 20s, but, you know, hopefully it'll be a good tournament down in Canberra.
Jimenez. Ooh, just can't hook it around enough. Good distance, just not the accuracy. So 39 minutes gone. ACT 12. They're trailing New South Wales 24. About 20 minutes left to go in this match. There's still plenty of time if they can use this momentum. Or can New South Wales get another try and take this game away from the ACT? We'll have to find out very shortly as we've restarted. Well taken by Atkins into contact. Little pick and go. And they've figured out that the ACT, they've used that tactic to gain a few extra metres already this morning. Just got to be careful about not sealing off and not letting New South Wales into the contest of that breakdown. Atkins gets enough metres for his fullback, Jimenez, and he kicks over the top. Ball's allowed to bounce. And a good hit. New South Wales try and run it out of their half. Albert went hunting for the ball, man. Just get it to Edmund. Kicks through. Jimenez. Whoa, so good. Magician with the ball in hand.
Inside. Sorry.
Kicks. Ready. He's just going to have a big crack into the line and gets hammered. Two AC defenders flying in to take him. Albert goes to the left. Short ball. Good hands from New South Wales and goes over into touch, so it will be an ACT lineouts. Just can't pick where the momentum's going to swing, can you, Alan?
No, not at the moment. You know, the ACT have definitely got themselves back into the game. You know, obviously New South Wales is like be very strong favourites to win the game, but at this point in time, ACT have lifted their performance.
So, New South Wales have to run the ball out of their own half. Albert goes to the right. Great run there by Edmund. He wasn't really tackled and eventually is brought to ground by Corey Toole. But he needed that earlier. It's New South Wales throw the ball, but it's gone forward off the hand from Lachlan Elias. So 5-minute scrum to the ACT. A lot of pressure on them now. They can't let New South Wales score again if they want to win this match. We're seeing New South Wales player ready to come on into the field. Some more fresh troops. It's number 23, Jack Mossman.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
A little bit of argy-bargy there between the two teams as they say hello to each other. Just a bit of frustration
Come on, we're done.
between the two packs.
Quiet now, quiet.
So both players just letting each other know that what they think of each other's scrummaging. 43 minutes gone in this match. New South Wales 24, ACT 12. Atkins feeds it in, and a penalty in New South Wales for wheeling it. So the ACT now with the chance just to get an opportunity. So the ACT just going to try and get themselves out of trouble. Didn't get the meters he would have wanted on that one, did. The ACT. Jimenez with the kick has been so strong for the ACT today, Alan.
Yeah, he's played very, very well. As I said last year, he was one of the stars of the ACT team last year also, and played extremely well. And if my memory serves me correct, I think he did play in some of the more in one of the Australian teams, I think. If my memory serves me correct, I think it was Australia too, maybe.
The Barbarians team, yes, your memory does serve you correct. As Pollard gets the ball. Strang. New South Wales moving the ball quickly. John Connolly with the pass out right to Dutalis. They've got space on that short side, but opt to go up the middle. Goes for the line, does Moretti. Just short of the ACT line at the moment. This is desperate defence. As Bell goes into contact. 2 metres out from the line. Edmund, short ball. Walton. Albert playing advantage to the New South Wales first side. Looking to score here, and you expect they'll find a way through this defence, but it's so determined not to let anything through. ACT have defended as if their lives depended on it today. Oh, another desperate tackle on that far right-hand side, and held up is the call. So come back for the penalty. Listen to the assistant referee here.
Momentum carried forward here by Blue.
Have I seen momentum carrying forward? I have.
You have? It's a double movement.
Sorry?
It's a double movement.
No, I don't.
Are you happy with one movement?
I'm happy with one movement.
Happy with one movement?
Yes.
Okay, try.
So try is the call. Good communication there between the referees, Alan.
Yeah, very, and rightly so. I mean, you know, we've come a long way in the collaboration between the officials, and you know, it's obviously a huge plus for the game. Obviously, TMO's involvement may not be all that welcomed by most spectators and people out there, or supporters. I think it's worthwhile having it for sure and certain. It just shouldn't take so long.
So just over 10 minutes left to go. New South Wales have moved the ledger forward just a little bit further. 29 points to 12. Kick to come.
Billy.
Looks towards the posts. Edmund has been on song with the boot all morning. Oh, and he's brought it round as he has. An excellent kicker.
Yeah, he was outstanding on Sunday too. I mean, he kicked 8 out of 10 conversions in very, very difficult conditions. So he's very, very good goal kicker.
47 minutes gone. 31 to 12. ACT frustrated. The points have moved out this far. Certainly played well, just needed more ball in attacking opportunities, and have shown plenty for the rest of this championship to come. Of course, plenty of action coming up later today, live on Rugby.com.au. Ball's taken. Yes, they look like New South Wales might steal that one. They go to the right. A little slice through the line by the big man. This is Teo. I think. They go to the left again. ACT Jimenez didn't fancy going that way, so he loops back around and tries to find a way through the defence. Runs into Edmund. Looking to go to the right, Atkins. Ball's been stolen by New South Wales. After an excellent passage of play from the men from Canberra and the Southern Highlands. Here's JD Leofano with the kick. A relative of Christian Leofano. Oh, an attempted intercept there. But Junior Tupou. So New South Wales' big number 8, Luca Moretti. He's done for the day. From Waverley College. And Waverley have been so strong in the CAS competition in Sydney in the last couple of seasons.
He had a very strong game today, Moretti. Very strong. Carried the ball very well in the midfield.
It's ball around the back. Need to make that hit. Comes across the cover defence. So New South Wales making inroads up the middle of the field. Long looping pass from Albert. Now here's Williams. Williams with the offload to Pollard. Pollard moves it on to Mossman. Albert. Edmund. He gets it to Harris. Harris gets inside the 22. Albert goes to the left. Long looping pass. Walton. Walton with the cut-out pass on the line. Well taken by Elias. Get up is the call in defence as the ACT look to force the mistake. Clearly very well coached. Now they defend their line. Edmund. And the counter ruck is good, and we might have a steal here. Oh, but the ball's come out, but the referee has said hands in the ruck from a New South Wales player, so the ACT get the just desserts for that pilfering at the breakdown. Giving us waste no time and giving it a good boot upfield, and
Yep. Green one.
the ball's found touch.
Yep. Sounds good.
Tane Edmund, he's done his duties for today. He leaves after excellent game. And certainly a lot of offering from that young man in this championship. I'm sure there's plenty more to come. As the ACT. Oh, the ball's been pinched from the back of the breakdown. That caught everyone upside as Drudy goes for the line and he scores! Everyone blinked and you'd missed it, and he was away. A sensational forwards try, spotting some space, and he's got some feet there, doesn't he?
Oh, he has, mate. I first saw him play for CHS, and if my memory serves me correctly, he comes from Griffith, which is probably not renowned as a rugby stronghold, but you know, he's been. No, it's not Drudy, is it?
We'll just check the number on that. Thought it was number 1.
Might be. It's a big boy.
Sorry. 6.5.
So
They're not lying down, ACT, are they? They're definitely fighting hard.
yeah, so it was big Pensia Drudy, so our eyes did not deceive us as for that try scorer. So an excellent effort as ACT just known last year as just absolute fighters. And they're certainly proving that again today. But New South Wales earned the pilfer.
Good contest. Points.
This looks like Crow is going to re-enter the fray for the ACT.
Yep.
So line out coming. Sorry, a kick for penalty coming. That's not a line out. Charlie Savler. He slotted it. So New South Wales 34, ACT 19, and just as the ACT get some momentum, New South Wales just move forward further ahead. Alan.
Yeah, now that 15-point differential, you know, 3 scores, now that does make it extremely difficult. You know, it was hard before, but I think that sort of puts the game beyond ACT now.
Albert. Kick over the top.
Let's go.
They've hung in there, ACT, but I mean, really have. You know, at half time, you know, it could have been easily to sort of work out that New South Wales were going to sort of run rampant second half, but the ACT have really hung in there.
And that's been well stolen by New South Wales off the line out. ACT, we need to look at that. Now looking at reviews of this game as that kick goes through the line and Crow runs back to get it, takes it. Big step one way, steps the other, and then runs into contact. Well met. They go wide. Looking to find some space. Atkins. Oh, and then it intercepts. No. Got to be careful there. Normally, that would earn the ire of the referee with something a bit stronger from the pocket.
Very much.
So 56 minutes gone in this match. So just under 4 to play, give or take. It's New South Wales 34, ACT 19, and we're listening to the thoughts of Alan Gaffney, one of the legends of the game, and co-commentary today. We've got plenty of action live on Rugby.com.au today. We should bring you every match live from this championship. And the ACT looking to run sideways at the moment. Gets the offload away, but isn't taken cleanly, and put his head into touch, did Crow. So he'll come back for the knock-on.
Nice here, fellas. Good height here, fellas. Keep that up.
Lots of chat of plenty of time from the New South Wales players. Clearly, know they've got a comfortable lead and happy to enjoy the moment in the sun. So, ACT, what can they try and do here as they look to finish this game strongly to build for the third game of the championship on Thursday? And that looked like it has been pilfered by New South Wales, but the counter ruck comes. And New South Wales just showing their dominance at the moment. The ACT trying to force their hand a bit too much. So they'll kick for the corner. Joey Walton.
Captain, can you kick that or not? Captain. No point having a
Bit of discussion there about what the next action should be. So we'll have the line out. Inside New South Wales is 22. As the full-time air horn from Father Mac goes off. One of our clocks is slightly fast or slightly slow. Ball comes down for New South Wales. Pick and go. Looking to finish this game with a flourish.
20 seconds.
20 seconds left to play, says the referee, as Reimer takes the ball into contact. 5 minutes out from the line now. Go out wide. Looking to try and get over his Mossman. Did he get it down? He does. Jack Mossman with the try in the corner. Just jots the ball down before going into touch. And you're on the edge of the seat there, Alan. I'm sure you're looking forward to this replay. Could have a controversial end to this game. Just looking at the ball in hand. Cover defence comes across. Referee's in the right position. Wonder if we can get
He's done well to get it down.
Extreme slow-mo on that.
Done, eh, fellas? Go on. Yeah, again.
I'll have a look, but takes the score out to 39. The damage was done already. But an excellent finish from New South Wales, and they've certainly made a statement for this championship now, knocking off the defending premiers.
Yeah, I think they were the better side. They were. There's a little doubt about that, but at the same time, you've got to give ACT their due. They fought very, very hard in that, very competitive at the breakdown area, and put a lot of line speed on early, which put pressure on New South Wales. But as the game went on, New South Wales got a lot more go forward and finish up sort of dominating the game.
And did you see players from both teams that you liked, Alan, who did things that, you know,
yeah, there's quite a number of players in the New South Wales side who are very, very talented. There's no doubt about that.